Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Man, it was a long week at the office this week, so I'm happy to be out in the shop. Maybe do something fun this afternoon, we'll see. This morning though, we're gonna load up, take the beater, and go up to Cars and Coffee here in town and see if we can't see something cool. We'll take y'all with us, and then when we get back, we're gonna throw a little more love at the Focus. I got a coolant reservoir that we're gonna stick on it, see if we can stop the coolant leak that it's got, because the boys have been getting picked on a little bit at the high school, saying, not picked on, but just told repeatedly that his car's leaking. So we need to get that fixed. So yeah, let's go do that. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Y'all have fun. Did you hear all that 2.3 liters of Blue Oval Fury right there? Oh, it's so good. It's not good, but it's good what it is. Good enough for who it's for. All right, here we go. Choked out by that valve seal smoke. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Let's go see if we can see something cool today. Alright, let's see what we can go see. Nice, cool, crisp morning. 28 degrees out or something like that, or at least it was 30 minutes ago last time I looked. It's pretty out. Sunshine. It's a pretty day. Coffee with me, which is the most important part of every day. So Stillwater's Cars and Coffee is the last Saturday of the month, and it's at the Kicker Car Audio, the Stillwater Designs home offices here in town. So occasionally you get to see some really cool Kicker project cars and stuff like that. Some really high-end builds that you just don't see in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, very often. They didn't even wash the dust off the truck. It'll be fine. Nobody's gonna care that this junk's dusty. cool as it is this morning, there may not be that many people here, but that's okay. Nothing else, it gets us out of the house and on a pretty day, and we get to drive a beater. It's always a good day when you can get the beater out. I should have drove it all week to work, just to, perk up the week. Not that it was a bad week, just an intense week. Busy, busy, busy. Actually expanded north of this, but what used to be kind of the north edge of Oklahoma State University's campus. Not a bad little campus if you're looking for a place for your kids to go, or some sort of, educational experience in the higher ed world. It's not a bad place to be. Virtually everybody I know is an alumni of this place. Big knobby tires, good looking truck. Yeah, there you go, look at that. Fancy schmancy. How are you guys doing? Good. Thanks.
Alright, so we're back. I didn't do much like walking around. It was a pretty small group. I didn't do much walking around taking pictures of cars and stuff. I just mostly socialized with other idiot car guys like me. So I got to get better at that. I didn't even think to pull the phone out and take pictures. But anyway, yeah, so we're back from that. And I think I've got the new coolant reservoir for the Focus that we're going to get in here in a little bit and get that fixed and taken care of. Hopefully we'll stop the leak in the Focus. And then, I don't know, we'll get into something else because it's an awful pretty day here in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, and we should be outside enjoying it. Being productive, getting stuff done. So, yeah, let's go do something. It's going to be fun. You want a proud dad moment? Check this out. The boys out here showing the Focus some love. Just get it done, man. Good job, buddy. All right, let's see about getting this coolant reservoir out of here without making too big of a mess, and maybe try to get it to where we can get this car to quit leaking. So yeah, here we go. Spring clamps are the worst. All right, there's two little return looking lines up here on the top, the bottom, or the radiator hose coming out of this side, and then there's a 10mm bolt that goes through the fender, and then that's it. There's nothing left to get it out. It clips in back here on the back side. free. Do this without making too big of a mess. Okay, That's the benefit of there being almost no coolant in it. Again. Okay. I think that little spot right there, that's our problem. That's where our leak's been. Leaking out of that spot right there. I believe. Crazy. It's never been nuts, just a little bit, but enough to be embarrassing to him, which, and you know, not good, because if we don't pay attention, it runs out of coolant. But yeah, all right. Here's our new one. I went to the Tractor Supply earlier and got worm gear clamps instead of spring clamps because I don't like spring clamps. Worm gear is the way to go. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up in here, and then we'll put it back together. We'll see what we got. I think this was like $25 for this little piece of plastic here, and if it solves the problem, $25 in back, right? Shipped to the house. So let's get it back together. One of my neighbors, he's got what is probably the most beautiful, like mint green and white Indian big cruiser motorcycle. It's beautiful. It's mint green and white and cream kind of color, white or cream, and it's got kind of a tan saddlebags and all that stuff, leather saddlebags on it. It's a beautiful bike. I used to have a pretty big desire for a motorcycle for years, and just got to where if I'm only going to get to play with one thing, I'm a bigger car guy than I'm a motorcycle guy, and so I'll take four wheels over two, but I love and appreciate the fantasticness of these bikes. They're so pretty and they make a cool noise, and even the Euro in crotch rocket type bikes, they're cool, they're fun. It's just I don't need them stacked around here. I got this junk to play with, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. They're fun to look at. For the most part, that hobby is much like the car hobby in that it's just like-minded people wanting to hang out and talk about their toys and show off their toys and hang out and for the most part, you know, just like in the car hobby, the idiots out doing burnouts in the, you know, middle of intersections or donuts and shutting down interstates and stuff. That's just making us all look bad. But for the most part, car guys, motorcycle guys, they're all good people. They all just want to be part of the hobby, and will crawl out of the woodwork to come help you if you need help. It's I don't know. It's just one of my favorite things about it is the fact that it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I went to that Cars and Coffee this morning, and I sat there next to a fantastic V8 Mercedes. There was GTO, nice sweet little Falcon, little 4-door Falcon that was really, really nice. More new Corvettes than you can shake a stick at. New Mustangs, little 3 Series BMW that I think had been LS swapped, but didn't Porsche Boxster, you know. All of those guys can sit in the same space and hang out together, and nobody's going to be crappy about it. I mean, if they're crappy, they're not really true car guys. But you can hang out. You can hang out with a guy that's got a Honda with fart can exhaust, or a guy that's got a 1200 horse Chevelle, and essentially the same guys. Their tastes are different, but they're essentially the same guys, and they will crawl out of the woodwork to help each other and hang out, and they just want to play with cars and talk cars, and that's one of the best parts about the hobby. It's one of the things that I like most about it is just getting to hang out with people and play with this stuff. I mean, this Focus, I really have no like emotional attachment to this thing other than my son likes it, but I'm perfectly willing to come out here and hang out with it just because it's part of what we do. Get our hands dirty, and it's good. So too much talking, not enough playing. Sorry. But yeah, that's just one of my favorite things about the hobby is just the people. People will crawl out of the woodworks to help somebody if they need it. They'll talk to you about whatever it is that you have, and it's just good. You gotta love it whenever your repair is like 10 minutes. Alright, it's a little bit over full, but it's got a little air bubble in it. Just will purge. And yeah, we'll see if that fixes it, see if it sticks. Bet it does. I bet it does. Man, I tell you what, I really don't have much else to do other than do some more cleaning up around the shop. I don't know, I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I don't know. Thanks for coming and hanging out in the shop with us. It's way too pretty to hear the neighborhood kids out. It's like 70 degrees here today now. It started, it was in the 20s this morning. It's like 70 now, and it's gorgeous out. It's just beautiful. And I think we're gonna get snow or an ice storm, something like that. And the high is gonna be like 12 degrees on Wednesday. So it's fine. It's fine. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know that this probably wasn't as much fun as you'd hoped it'd be, but it's all good. It's all good. Have fun. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you.